So I've been thinking a lot about what makes live theatre so unique, especially at the moment because we don't have it and I really, really miss it. And I've been thinking about what it is that I miss and what I'm not getting from my millions of Zoom catch-ups or binging TV shows or watching movies. And you just can't replicate the live. So there's something really special about the agreement between a company of actors and the huge team that goes into putting a play together and the audience. So we're all in the same place at the same time. It can't be fast forwarded, it can't be paused. It's happening there. And if things go wrong, they're dealt with there, live. There's something really exciting about that that I really, really miss. And I really miss performing for audiences. So it's hard to explain, but when you're performing live, you can sense the audience there and you can feel what they're enjoying and what they're following and what they're maybe pushing up against. And it's really nice as an actor to play with that and to find new things and new ways of telling the story every night just for that audience. And that's something I'm really missing. And I think it's something you can only do in live theatre.
Live theatre is unique because of its liveness. That's the one thing that an excellent movie or a really good book or an incredibly written TV show will just never ever have, that danger. And it's a safe danger most times, but it's aliveness. And even though sometimes the style of the show might be such that it's kind of make us forget that we're in the same room together, but you never forget that we are in the same room together. And even though me or Ashton or whoever it might have been has been away for months preparing on this during rehearsals and like making sure that when we do meet in that dark room together, I'm ready to go, anything could happen. I think it speaks to a primal part of a human to sit around a campfire and have a story imparted from me in this time, in this space, live to you. And maybe it will move something inside of you and maybe you'll forget about it or maybe you'll have a great conversation in the car ride home from the theatre. But that's what makes it unique. And I think its uniqueness also speaks to its importance, right? Particularly, and I'm going to sound like a old fogey here or whatever, but like particularly in a time when there's lots of screens and there's lots of stuff that isn't live, we should hold on to this old thing.
So for me, it's been really interesting thinking about theatre in this time where, you know, we're unable to gather in large groups at this point in time. But and, you know, I've been thinking about performance that has been happening through live streaming and performance happening over Zoom and things like that. And I think what makes theatre really exciting is the communal experience of gathering in the one place. But I think it's also, I think something I've realised is that it's also just the fact that it's live, that anything could happen. Like, I think that's the most exciting thing is you know, every single performance is completely different from the other. And it's not just about what the performers are doing on stage, it's also the energy that the audience is bringing to the work. And so, yeah, that's what makes theatre so exciting for me, is that it's always different and it's this real live kind of living, breathing organism that it's really changes and adapts according to the environment and, you know, fate on the day. You know? And I think that's the thing why even it's interesting with things like performance happening on Zoom and things that, you know, the fact that you can still have, you know, someone's internet cut out or something like that, what that brings, it's fun, I think. Yeah.
Live theatre is so compelling in the way that it is able to tell stories, is in fact just comes down to its liveness. No two performances are ever the same because the actors, for example, directly gain energy from the audience due to their proximity to them, and an audience itself, they are sharing an experience with other people who they may not know within this small space that connects them in a way and also enables that discussion and bringing awareness to topics, very important topics a lot of the time. And I feel like you can only get the sort of heightened emotion and moments of stillness or moments of joy or despair or whatever it might be in an environment such as at the theatre.
Theatre for me is about people coming together. It is about experiencing something live that will never happen again in quite the same way. And there is magic to it. I think that being in the same space with lots of people and feeling the feelings in the room, hearing other people laugh, feeling the tension, knowing when something is weighty. I don't know that there's any other art form that does that, not for me. And theatre, for me, since I was very young, has been a place where those big questions or those big feelings that there may not be room to explore or really look at in your day-to-day life, theatre was the place where I saw people thinking about those things and trying to talk about those things. And that's really what drew me in.